Thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm going to open the meeting of the Development Review Board. Someplace I have the agenda in front of me. I don't believe there are any visitors other than people who are here for our hearing, correct? And I have no additions to the agenda. Does anyone have additions to the agenda?
No.
Okay. We do have, I'd like a motion to approve the minutes of July 7, please. Diane, you, Crystal, me, we have enough. I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
A second.
Thank you. All in favor? I approve the minutes. Cheryl, aye.
Diane, I.
Still aye.
Thank you very much. So I am going to open the hearing. If you gentlemen would like to take your seats at the table. This is the continuation of the hearing on application 2025-012. The property address is 527 Boyd Hill Road. The owner is Dmitry Ulyanov.
Yes.
Thank you. The proposal is add an additional 6 bedrooms of short-term rental use to the current permitted 4-bedroom short-term rental use, bringing the total to 10 bedrooms. Oh, did she get to ask? Thank you. She got a request.
She said she heard on her way by that you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'll read it this way. So bringing the total to 10 bedrooms short-term rental use in the residential district. And yet in our conversations, you have talked about more than 10 bedrooms. Is that correct?
We have a design for 12 bedrooms total.
Right.
The septic system handles 12 bedrooms.
But your application is for 10 bedrooms. I just want to clarify that. Thank you. Okay. So the applicable code sections are Article 2, Section 221, 222, 223, 224, 226, 227, 271, and 272, Article 4, Section 420, 440, 450C, and Article 7, Section 710, 720, 721, 722, 730A, D, and H. This is the continuation of our original hearing and after our site visit. I would like to just, again, be sure that there are no conflicts of interest or ex parte conversations. Thank you so much for the board. And I'd like to again ask you all to raise your right hand. And do you swear the testimony you provide is the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you so much. And I am going to again turn it over to Crystal.
That's me. All right. So since we met last, we did the site visit. And also I received via email from the zoning administrator, the wastewater system and potable supply permit that the state issued. So we have that now in our possession. We reviewed the parking while we were there, we assessed that, and we were able to visually see with the stakes where the system is supposed to be going. Let's see here. And then I think Cheryl was actually clarifying something that I also wanted to clarify. So the application is listed for a 10-bedroom short-term rental. And then the permit that you applied for is for 24 occupants. So it's, go ahead.
The wastewater permit.
The wastewater permit, right. So then that, it's interesting because it's just listed as wastewater and potable water supply. Yeah, it's like listed as both.
Yeah, in the wastewater rules for smaller systems, they handle the well and the
in one
wastewater permit together.
Okay. Yeah. And is that permit issuing you both digging the new well and also? Okay. I'm just gonna pull it up one more time because I wanted to check something. Yeah, so towards the bottom it says 10-bedroom single-family home for up to 20 occupants, and then 2-bedroom accessory dwelling unit for up to 4 occupants. Right. So, but this application said 10 bedrooms total is what was being requested for.
Correct.
Okay. for the short term.
So you are not going to use the entire 12 bedrooms of your new wastewater permit?
Correct. So it would be only 10 applications for 10 bedrooms.
Yes, okay, just
Okay,
want to
we just want to make sure
clarify.
that yeah, okay.
Because whatever decision will come out will come for 10 bedrooms.
Yes. Mhm.
Thank you.
Great. All right, so did anyone on the board have some follow-up questions after we saw the site visit?
No. I do not. Diane, did you have any questions after the site visit? Thank you. I'd like to say thank you so much for coming with us and
You're welcome.
Yes. thank you.
giving us a tour. I'm sorry you guys weren't able to join us, but we did have a tour of everything. We didn't ask it.
Carol,
Yes,
I have one question. It's Jessica.
yes, Jessica.
I was not able to attend the tour due to a conflict of scheduling, but I just want to verify if the house had 10 bedrooms total or 12 bedrooms total.
10 bedrooms. I just clarified that. Perhaps it wasn't, perhaps you couldn't hear, but I did just clarify. The application is for 10 bedrooms.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, back to you.
Yes, so I think that the pending wastewater permit was the primary thing that was of question to me. I looked over all the other districts. I don't have any additional questions.
We didn't have any questions on parking. It looked to us like there was enough
Mhm.
on the driveway parking
Yes.
for what's required. I'd like to give you two gentlemen an opportunity to ask any questions you might have. Jump in.
So
You gotta talk into the thing because we're recording. Thank you.
so my question is, when is the appropriate time to make a statement around the whole project?
You're on.
Now,
Okay, so I'll read a statement then. Thank you to the Development Review Board for an opportunity to share my views on the proposed application by Mr. Dmitry Ulyanov of 527 Boyd Hill Road to increase the current permitted 4-bedroom short-term rental into a 10-bedroom short-term rental. My wife and I are owners of the abutting property at 557 Boyd Hill Road, and we do not support the proposed increase in approved bedrooms for the reasons that I will describe. We purchased the property at 557 Boyd Hill in 2020, shortly after Mr. Ulyanov acquired the 527 Boyd Hill Road property. My wife and I are enthusiastic skiers and have been visiting the Deerfield Valley to ski at Mount Snow with our family for the better part of the past 2 decades. We have long had a goal of owning a second home in the area, and when the opportunity presented itself in 2020, we moved quickly. One of the things that attracted us to the property on Boyd Hill Road was the quiet residential nature of the road. We intentionally avoided other properties that were available at the time because we wanted to be away from the main road and associated noise. Over the past several years, we have increasingly utilized the property during the summer season. It is really during these months, these summer months, when we would ideally like to sit outside on our deck, utilize our hot tub, and sleep with open windows, that the property at 527 Boyd Hill has become a problem for us. The main issue is noise coming from the large groups of renters intent on partying day and night. From the beginning of the transfer of ownership in 2020, the 527 Boyd Hill property has been listed and advertised as a short-term rental for large groups of people. Even as of this morning, the VRBO property description, and I have a copy of that I can hand to you, references 10 bedrooms. The problem with this is that these large groups of people are often loud and congregate in and around the pool late into the night. There have been several occasions when guests have utilized large speakers and karaoke equipment to further amplify the sound. While it may seem on the plot plan that the distance between our home location and Mr. Ulyanov's property should be sufficient to mitigate noise, it is not, as our deck and bedroom windows face directly towards the 527 Boyd Hill property. There is also limited tree cover between the pool area at 527 Boyd Hill and our home that allows the noise to carry. Compounding this noise problem is the fact that Mr. Ulyanov is not at the property, has not provided contact information in case of problems, nor does he have an on-site rental property manager. Our only option to address a noise complaint is therefore to call the Wilmington Police Department, and we have been hesitant to do so. Expanding from 4 authorized bedrooms to 10 is clearly going to exacerbate this problem, and allowing 20-plus guests to rent the property to party around the clock is not consistent with the quiet residential nature of the neighborhood. This type of permanent rental property is better suited for a location within the business zone along routes 9 or 100. One additional concern related to the proposal is the construction of the new well and septic system to support the larger occupancy, as I addressed at the last meeting. We remain concerned that a new large capacity well to support 10 bedrooms plus a pool has the potential to disturb the water table and impact our well. In summary, we do not support the proposed increase in occupancy at the property located 527 Boyd Hill Road for the reasons noted. As a full-time, short-term rental, it is not consistent with the quiet residential nature of the neighborhood, and we would ask the DRB to disapprove the application and expansion. Thank you.
Thank you. Would you like to give that to us and we can put it into the file? Okay. You can give it to Crystal. She is the case manager as well as our secretary.
Multiple jobs.
Thank you so much.
Can that be copied and emailed to all of the members?
Sure, will do. And then the statement and then also a copy of the VRBO listing.
So you are currently advertising for 10 bedroom without a permit?
No, it is 4 bedrooms.
Okay,
So
It's not in the advertisement, it's in the description.
This
Okay.
information is not correct.
thank you.
It's 4 bedrooms.
I printed it off. You
Right.
can go
That's
look
fine.
at it.
That's fine.
Yep, we understand.
It's
Thank you.
highlighted.
Yes, it's 4 bedrooms. Thank you.
Do you want to see if Crystal has some sort of magic to get that to you now or copy of it now?
No, I'll just scan it in as soon as I get home. Is that okay?
Diane? You asked to see it?
We can't.
You're muted.
If it can be, I mean, I did hear it, but it would be nice to have it, when we go into deliberation.
Okay, we'll try to figure that out by deliberation time.
Okay.
One question I did have was, last time we met, you had not communicated yet with the fire marshal. Did you
Correct.
reach out to him yet?
I did not reach out to him yet because first I wanted to get approved, and then after that I will speak to
Okay.
to the fire.
Okay.
So we had talked earlier about quiet hours.
Mhm.
What do you have listed for quiet hours with your short-term
I
rental?
have quiet hours listed. The gentleman indicated that there were some issues. I never had any complaint from him. We are happy to contact the police if there is something which is also extraordinary. We have plenty of trees and tree
So,
line.
okay, would you just answer my question?
Yes.
What are the quiet hours that you have listed?
The quiet hours are listed, I don't remember precisely, but I have it on my listing. And I believe it's the one which said by Tom. I just don't remember that.
Jessica, can you answer my question?
Is it in the packet that I gave you? You should have an advertisement for the Airbnb in the packet, and the quiet hours would be on that ad. I don't have it with me.
Okay, thank you. I got the packet. Okay, Dale,
Okay,
make sure you're speaking into the mic, please,
okay.
for recording. Thank you.
I will second quite a bit of what Ian said, and I actually have some recordings on my phone that were taken just outside of my sign shop, which is basically on the border of the property, right by my well. They're mainly audio recordings, so if you want to dispute that, I have a couple of them on my phone here that were quite loud. And we've actually had a couple of episodes with drones flying over our deck as we were having dinner, which I brought up to you. My biggest issue here, and I've talked to Dimitri about it, is, and he's stated that he doesn't police what happens there, which is a concern to me personally. If you're going to rent something to people, you need to have some kind of oversight, really. I'm not sure there is any. My other concern mainly is that for 4 years now, or whenever, it was made clear to us by the previous owners, the Mullins, that the property was going to be an Airbnb all along. My issue is that for 4 years now, it's been rented with more than 4 bedrooms. And it's, I think, has affected my well water because my well is downhill from the existing 4-bedroom septic system that has been used by, come on, there's been times you've had 20 people there for a long time. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts on the whole thing. But yes, it does get loud. Yes, there are a lot of people. Everything Ian said is pretty accurate. I'm there all the time. We hear it all the time, and it's been happening. So here we are.
Okay, thank you, Dale. When do you plan to build the new septic system and have the new wastewater system and the new well for potable water in place and functioning?
I want to build it after the approval as soon as possible.
So, okay, so our decisions always have conditions.
Yes.
Conditions are separate for each decision. So I can't tell you what the decision will be, but whatever the decision is, it will be contingent on a bunch of things. Quiet hours, I'm writing down right now because
Yes.
quiet hours are very critically important. And we do have, as Crystal went over, one of the sections in our ordinance speaks to making sure that it is consistent with the area in which you're in, which is a residential area.
Absolutely.
So, and that another part of the decision would be the consistency. So right now, you are still renting it for 4 bedrooms, is that correct?
4 bedrooms, correct.
But you are currently renting it this summer.
I'm renting it for 4 bedrooms.
I know, but
Yes.
but I understand that you have a permit for 4 bedrooms. Are you currently renting it?
Yes.
Thank you. And what's, you allow your guests to use drones?
No, I don't allow guests to use drones. We had a private conversation and you said that you will shoot them.
I will the next time. Yes, it's been twice. It's happened twice.
I asked,
And I said, go ahead and shoot them.
No, and I went to the police as well,
Yes,
so I'm
that's
good.
fine. Please contact, if something extraordinary happens or something.
Excuse me?
dangerous,
excuse me, may I ask that you address the board,
Yes.
please? Thank you.
So if something happens extraordinary, or if there are drones that inflicting on somebody, so I believe that the police should be informed about that and certain action should be taken.
So do you have listed who your manager is? I know you're not on
I'm the
site,
manager.
but you're not on site.
I have-
If, excuse me, if there is a problem and someone needs to contact someone, who do they contact?
They contact me.
And how do we know that number?
I can provide my number that you have.
So do the police have that number on file?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, can I speak?
Yes, please, Jessica.
Yeah, so we do have a short-term rental log, and the fire chief and the police chief have access to that at all times, which they can have. It will have the number of someone to contact and an alternate number as well.
Thank you, Jessica. Yes, go
Just have a
ahead.
question.
Sure.
Could you ask Mr. Doucette if his well is contaminated at the present time?
I certainly will. Dale, is your well contaminated?
Not now, because I've got a filtering system on it.
So you have, since you discovered contamination, you have added a filter system?
Yes,
Thank you.
Could
Both of you now have filter systems?
yes.
And what, 1 second. When did you put those filter systems in? Approximately.
Approximately June
June,
this year, June
Like last
2025. Yeah. I think I communicated in the last meeting, or I communicated with the engineer, the actual dates, provided him with all the information.
Mine
Dale,
was last fall.
last fall? Okay, thank
September.
you. And yes, I'm sorry, you had a
So I just
question.
wanted to clarify, so Dale's well, because I did talk to Ian, and he gave me some information, and I talked to the well drilling company, so I got a good handle on what he has. So Dale's well was not contaminated, but it is now contaminated
That Dale
because-
said.
I'm not saying
And
it's,
that's-
I said I put a filter system on it because my water was getting brown and odory and sediment was appearing after
I just-
25 years of not.
just really important to know, is it contaminated now or not? So he's just said it's not contaminated now.
Now as in today? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Last, he
like
put
right-
the
so the-
system in last fall.
So the assertion was that the system that's in operation now has been overstressed and it may have resulted in contaminating his well. So when I ask, is the well contaminated, I'm not asking about the water after the filter system. I'm saying, is the raw water from the well contaminated? That's what I'm asking.
I can't answer that. I'm not a water guy.
Okay.
So he
And-
shouldn't have said that it was. If he
Oh.
doesn't
It's
know.
okay.
My
This
water
a
is-
Court of law.
But
I
it's
hear you.
very, very important because this could come back that I told it in the meeting that it was contaminated, but let the record show it is not contaminated.
Thank you. Yes.
We had our water tested. The well water is not contaminated. It is disturbed. So for whatever reason, again, after 5 years of having no issues with our well and maintaining it regularly, and I wouldn't have even brought it up, but for hearing this at the last meeting, we had sediment and odor and disturbances of our water supply that necessitated installation of a $6,000 mitigation to correct the problem. So it is not contaminated, but there were definitely changes to the water supply that required a filtration system to be installed.
And from what Dale's provided in my conversations with lined well drilling, I dispute none of that. It's just want to point out that the contaminants or the parameters that were in the water that wanted to be corrected were like sulfur and things like that. Nothing that would be a fingerprint from a wastewater system. So there was no coliform, there was no nitrate, ammonia, those sort of signature things you'd see from a well. I just also want to point out that I did ask, and I understand if he didn't want to provide it, I did ask Mr. Doucette if he could provide that to me, I could look into that. And I understand fully if he doesn't want to, it's his right, but I just want the record to show that I did reach out to see if it were, I could look at that and say, are those things that would come from a wastewater system, right? And
Thank you. And I don't believe you're saying wastewater either. I believe you're saying that
it's
this,
disturbed.
it's
yeah,
disturbed.
something like that.
I'm saying that something has changed in the last couple of years that has caused a profound change to the quality of the water on my property that required me to do an intervention. And just to echo what Mr. Doucette said, there's large groups of people there. And, if it was a 4-bedroom property and there were 8 people there, I'm not sure that we would have been hearing the noise and having issues with water and things like that. It's groups that are far larger than 8 people who have routinely been renting the property out and causing dissatisfaction to me as a neighbor.
Get up.
Thank you. Thank you both. Okay. Back to you, Crystal.
The quiet hours you were asking about are 9 PM to 7 AM.
Yes.
That's what's listed in zoning. Yes.
9 PM to 7 AM.
And just to be clear, the way that it's written in the zoning is that there can't be any continuous, permanent, ongoing, or frequent noise in excess of that of a normal conversation at the boundary line. So, if people were communicating and just talking at their normal volume, you should not be hearing anything beyond that sound level between the hours of 9 PM and 7 PM. It says that you're allowed to have recurring periodic
7 AM.
7 AM, 9 PM and 7 PM, 9 PM and 7 AM. But also if there was, periodic times where there's the noise that's louder than that, it's okay as long as it's happening during the daytime. And the way that it's written is it's very specific in the zoning. So if you just read through it, it's,
Yes.
you know, very specific to help exactly what the butters are describing.
Can I add something?
Yes.
I know that there are devices, very simple devices that monitor the level of noise,
Mhm.
and they can be legally installed on the property. So for example, if that would help, I can install them. And if goes over certain noise level, I can be informed, and then I can monitor the situation with the guests that the noise volume would be kept to normal, and that would take care of all the issues about the noise. And maybe if we can ask the two gentlemen, would that be acceptable to them?
I don't think it's a question of whether it's acceptable to them. I think the question is whether we would ask that as a condition for your, should you receive the decision that you can have that many bedrooms.
Yes.
That could be a condition.
And I have something to add as well.
Yep.
So the contact information is public information in the public log. Anybody can have that contact information to get a hold of the owner. The issue then becomes that's not updated, and that could possibly be a DRB condition that the contact information of the owner needs to be updated when changed.
Thank you, Jessica.
And it's updated through your office?
That's right. And it would be updated in the public log that then the police chief and fire chief would have access to.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Mr. Yona, do you provide your renters with a copy of the Wilmington noise ordinance?
I do not provide the copy of the noise ordinance, but on my listing, I give the quiet hours.
So, I mean, what we're talking about is obviously not just people out by the pool having fun, but if they're using, you know, a sound system that is blasting all over, that would obviously have to also be ending at 9 p.m. and not started up until 7 a.m. But probably if they're out partying, they're not getting up that early. So yeah, it's quite clear, and I think it might be, as John asked, I think it might be good to give them that as a part of their agreement, their rental agreement, of course.
Yes, I can do that. I can add that information. And also, just for the board to know, I specifically do not have speakers on my property, which the guest can use.
Unfortunately,
So-
they do.
They're bringing their own, you're
Yeah,
saying?
well,
It's, I think it's a part of that age, right? Yeah,
I have no
right.
idea what you're saying. But right now you're renting it year round, meaning winter, fall, spring and summer.
correct.
Okay.
So what else, Crystal?
I just wanted to mention for us, for bookkeeping purposes, I added to exhibits, number 17 is the permit that we received via from Jessica. And
Excellent,
then
thank you.
Number 18 will be the statement and copy of a listing from the abutter.
Thank you so much. Excellent.
So you know that. Okay. No, I don't think I have any more questions.
Jessica, do you have any questions?
I do not.
Thank you. Diane, do you have any questions? John?
No more.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The hearing is now closed. We will send the decision to Jessica. She will provide it to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in. And we will take your statements and include them with the packet.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the only thing I want to have with old minutes is just a reminder that we are all back here. Everybody's back here on August 4th. We will be, Diane, you will be case managing, and we will be listening to Mr. Silverstein. It's his continuation. We also have two other new hearing cases for that as well. I have nothing else. Does anyone have anything? Otherwise, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn at 5:28 PM.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Crystal, I.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna turn off record.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take a picture of this, Diane, and
You're gonna send it?
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, I kind of get where he's.
Wait a minute, stopping recording.
I need like a different angle.